What is going on? Ted from Grub and Gravel. And spring, as you can see, maybe fall spring here in North Carolina, but spring hopefully is upon us. And you're thinking about picking up a new tent. Now, so you have to make the decision. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a 2-man tent. I'm looking for like maybe one of those truck gazebo tailgate tents. You want just like a actual tailgate and canopy, a breezeway gazebo, something like that. You know, what if I told you that what I have in this bag means you don't have to make that decision? All right, so like I said, what I have in this bag is from a company called ALTARA. This is called the Arcadia 4-person tent, but it is more than that. So let's see what is going to be in the bag. We get it unfolded. Let's take out the easy stuff first. So what we have here is going to be your pack of poles. Now the poles are going to range from 13 to 19 millimeters, and these are going to be 7001 all aluminum, which means they're going to be heat treated for strength. They are going to give you a little pack of stakes, your guy lines, anything like that you're going to need. And then what we're going to have is the base tent itself. Now, the base tent itself is 190T breathable ripstop polyester with a B3 mesh. And this one's going to have a bathtub floor, which is going to be 300M waterproof rating. So it's going to have a little bit of sides. You're not going to have to worry about any water flowing into it, anything blowing in there. It's going to give you a little bit of, you know, a little bit of edging on that. So then you're going to get the Rainfly. And the Rainfly itself is going to be another 200D Oxford coated polyurethane 3000 millimeter waterproof rating. You know, so that's going to be good for pretty decent mid to light rain, snow, things like that. So once we had this packed up, you're looking at about 27 inches wide, like 10 inches tall, 10 inches across. This unit is going to open up to 102 inches by 95 inches. It is going to be 6'3" clearance inside the tent. So you're not going to have to worry about crouching around in there. You're going to be able to stand up fully, change clothes, walk around, things like that. All right, what I'm going to do is drag this out onto the grass, and we're going to see kind of how intuitive it is to set up. You know, if you're like me, you're not going to read a whole lot of instructions, probably glance at them if you get into a sticky spot. We're going to go through some of the configurations on this and see how valid they are. All right, so basically step one is just going to be getting it laid out. Now, I have the green one, so it was a little more intuitive, but if you're in the black one, it might be a little tougher. You're looking for your base is going to have the ALTARA name printed on the corner and, you know, obviously the straps for you to stake it down. And then we're going to grab the poles. And what they've done is they've actually labeled these poles as the top poles. So after you're laid out, you are going to erect this top pole. And like I said, it's marked top. And it's going to go into a couple of gitches. And what you'll know is they're actually going to be farther apart. And if you notice, it actually goes with the seam. So if you were to try to run it from side to side, you'd have to twist these. But the fact that this is straight and going right in there lets you know you're in the right spot. All right, so once you have your front and your back both all tucked in like this, you're going to be dealing with a little A-frame bracket that's simply going to slide right in there. So once you got your A-frame brackets on, you're going to get the poles that are going to have this gold end on it. And right here on this corner is also going to be the eyelet that it's going to go in is going to have a gold corner on it too. So, you know, simply line this up into that hole right there, secure this corner into this gold loop, into the gold grommet. All right, you're going to do all 4 corners like that, and you can start to see it coming together. All right, so once you're in the ground like this, you're just going to walk around, and there's going to be these little hooks that you're just going to go around and fasten it to the frame itself. And we're simply going to use these little stakes right here. All right, so phase 1, nice big mesh entrance here on the side. This is actually the side, believe it or not. So you're going to be able to open this up. And of course, it's going to be able to roll back. And then this is the actual front of the unit right here. Same thing, opens up a little bit shorter. But the sides open definitely nice and wide. And another opportunity to roll this up. All right, inside definitely nice and tall. You know, wider than I can reach my arms across from side to side. Getting plenty of clearance above me. Like I said, 6'3", I'm 5'10", and there's just plenty of room to work around and get changed in here, whatever you want to do. Stand up. Nice roomy view from inside. Plenty of mesh. Nice and breezy in here right now. All right, last feature about this side before we go on to the next configuration and look at the rainfly. This whole roof is going to open up. And not only this side, but both sides of this unit will open up. And so now with both of the flaps open, and this can be tethered up here to the top, you're looking at, you know, a complete moonroof, sunroof, however you want to think about it. All right, so as far as getting the rainfly on, it's kind of a big unit. What you're going to want to do is line it up to where the word ALTARA is going to be right in front of you, and you're going to apply it to the side that's essentially the sides, the squared off side, not the A-frame side. Essentially, what I found the easiest way is I just kind of roll it up a little bit like this. That way I can fling it up there, get this side set into place a little bit, and then I can just walk along the edge of it and unroll it this way. And then on each corner is going to be a buckle that's going to fit into the buckle that's already existing down here. Then once you have all four corners in, you can come back in and pull this loop right here and tighten everything down. Once you have it on, I'll unzip the door. And what I kind of do is, you see this strap has kind of got this over strap on it. What I'm going to do is slide that out of the way and hook that onto that little nipple. And then I am going to slide this loop back over the top of it, so it kind of captures it just a little bit. All right, so then with your door zipped back shut, so you can make sure you can get it zipped when you want to close it later on, you're going to pull out this extension right here with this little loop here, and you're going to put another stake into the ground. Same thing with this side. All right, so on the side doors, they're generally going to be a little flappy in the wind if you don't do something. You can see they're kicking out right now. So what I generally do is I only put one stake over here, and then either from the inside or the outside, you can pretty much reach down here, loop those over the little hook, and now you got a better side there for you. All right, so we are looking at rainfly mode. I don't know if this is one of the modes, but you know, that's how we're doing it. All set up over here. All right, so if you notice inside of here, while we have the rainfly on, it doesn't just seal tight to the tent. It actually leaves you this little space of outdoors right here, on both sides. So I feel like this is going to be a handy spot. Like I might leave my cooler in here. You could probably keep your boots over there. If you came in this side door, you could kick your boots off on the grass right there. All right. So one of the other things you're going to be able to do with this is you're going to be able to stretch that side flap out. And if you have like a tailgate for an SUV, or a situation with your truck like this, you're going to be able to stretch it out like this. You'll be able to stay under the shade of your awning up top here and come out and get, like I said, into the back of your truck, the back of your SUV, you know, get access to things you're going to need without ever having to leave under here. Now, if you had a tailgate that had a window that popped up, this would get much higher. Actually, I could probably move my truck forward a little bit if I had better tether points. But I'm just utilizing the tether points I have for this right now and making it a short throw, you know. I mean, actually, even with this, I might even back my truck closer so I barely have to come out of the tent. All right, we talked about vehicle canopy mode, right? So you remember there's a flap on the other side too. So let's take a look at this. So what they're going to do is they're going to supply you with these two poles. And then you're going to be able to open this bad boy up to give yourself a little cover on this side. Nice place over here for your barbecue pit, maybe a chair, something like that out here, right? And like I said, you still have the pass-through on the other side. And then you got all kinds of room out here underneath this awning, you know, for a little shaded area right here. All right, so we're not done yet with having, you know, this little vestibule area. What we're going to do next is go into two-man massive vestibule mode. First thing you're going to want to do is down here on the corners, you're going to want to swap where the tent poles are plugged into the tent and you're going to lift that up a little bit. You're going to swap out the tent grommet for the rainfly grommet. All right, so once you have those at the bottom switched over to the rainfly, you just simply pull these little clippies that are hooked here and here, disconnect the end tip right here. So you're just holding the rainfly with it, and then you can roll this whole piece back. And then what I did was I reclipped the hangers. And now if you can still use this door, you could fit 2 people in here, and then you could have this whole area open for, you know, like I said, I might park my dirt bike in here, or just to have a bigger sit-in area kind of out of the rain with these little flaps guarding you. All right, and then finally, if you can actually remove the whole inner tent. All right, and with the inside of the tent out of the way, you're looking at pure canopy mode. Bare ground. All right, lastly, you got to think outside the box. This is a little something I call annex mode. What we have here is I've extended this tower up over my rooftop tent. So now I can get in and out of my rooftop tent under the cover. All right, listen, I'm going to leave a link in the description to head over to these guys' website to check this out. Before you go over there, tell me what you think this is going to cost. I'm thinking it's cheaper than you think it's going to be. Also, leave a comment. Is this a weird gimmick novelty? Is this something that's going to change the game? Tell me about it. I appreciate y'all. Take it easy.